fibers emerge as a very strong 68% carbon material known as Pyron.
At this stage, this material can be used to create a brake for an airliner.
Although Pyron is tough enough to stop an airplane, turning it into 100% carbon fiber calls for a lot more heat.
This is one of our high-temperature furnaces that we complete the carbonisation of the fibre. On a total of put it all together, in this furnace we drive out the remains of the hydrogen and nitrogen giving us up to a full carbon fibre. This is really the most critical part of the process, because the temperature that we use defines exactly the modulus or the stiffness of the fibre and also the tensile strength. So it's very, very important that we keep really accurate control of the furnaces at this stage of the process.
This time, the fibers are heated in the complete absence of oxygen, so that they won't burn. Instead, the extreme heat forces the atoms to vibrate, until the non-carbon atoms break away. Left behind are crystalline chains of carbon atoms. The carbonization process has now fused the carbon atoms into a very strong shape that will require no energy to break. The fibers go through the mechanical bath. As long as the fiber surface, it makes it more bonded to producing composites. In a last step resembling a textile factory, the carbon fiber is wound onto lines. The fibers, each one about 1/10 the width of a human hair, can be cut like any thread. But when bundled into a cord 50,000 fibers strong, they begin to flex their muscles. But how does the carbon fiber go from this to this? First, the carbon fibers are woven into a fabric to provide multi-directional strength.
That fabric is then draped over a mould of the vehicle itself, and they will apply resin to it and heat the whole thing up in water column.
The autoclave cooks the carbon fiber into a hard shell, with its shape determined by the mold.
When you think about how it starts, to oversimplify it, it's a piece of rayon like what's in your shirt. And when you put it in an oven and you bake it, and you do it right, you get something that can survive a 200-mile-an-hour accident, and the guy gets up.
Of course, carbon fiber isn't just for auto racing. It's making its way into high-performance consumer goods. And strong wind blades and some of the world's largest wind turbines.
What does it matter?
But the most dramatic use
What does it matter?
is new passenger jet, the 787 Dreamliner, which debuts in 2008. The fuselage and wing structures in their